cruise retreat, and we're talking about the virtue of self-mastery. So we're glad that you're here and that everybody's here. This is our last of the 7 virtues that we're going to be covering. Some people call it the virtue of, well, it's usually called the virtue of temperance, but I think temperance has such a weird connotation in our day, because we think of it as the Women's Temperance Union, you know, no alcohol and things like that, and we're Catholic, so the key is all things in moderation, as Aristotle said, and also even moderation sometimes should be taken with some moderation. Sometimes it is okay to go a little bit extreme, so that's why I love being Catholic. You know, we get to celebrate, like today is a feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe, praise the Lord. So we're going to talk about self-mastery. Such a great thing to be able to master your passions. You know, the one of the challenges I remember I was surfing once in County Line.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Liberty family. This is Mark Q coming in. I do apologize for making this announcement into your cabins. However, I just wanted to let everybody know that very shortly, the Carnival Liberty will be conducting a Tab B drill. Once again, this is a Tab B drill. Now, during this time, you will be hearing the full bells and whistles indicating a full-on safety simulation. However, this is for team members only. If we do have any guests that would like to participate, you are more than welcome to.
I would love to.
Please know that our
self-mastery is all about
open at the very front of the ship downstairs at deck 0.
Safety.
So during this entire time, you are more than welcome to make your way out. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, very shortly you will be hearing the bells and whistles for a Tab B drill here aboard the Carnival Liberty. Thank you, and I'll let you know as soon as we're complete.
I was flying home from Dallas last weekend, and one of those captains that just loves to keep talking. You know, well, everybody here, and like, just let me just watch my movie.
Yeah, right.
Or football game I was watching, actually. Well, we promised you all the bells and whistles, so it's going to be a retreat.
They'll be here shortly.
It's going to be loud.
Cindy, get ready. It's going to get louder than me. Yeah, in Hawaii, I think it's the first Tuesday of every month at 10 o'clock, the tsunami warning goes off, and all the tourists are like, what are we going to do? And, you know, I remember getting my little warning. You remember the thing about the incoming missiles?
Yeah.
I got that on my phone. Like, well, what should I do now? I got 18 minutes. Oh, now I got 17 minutes. So, self-mastery, such a great, to be able to master our passions. Such a great journey God's bringing us on to bring us to that point. The Catechism defines this virtue as temperance is the moral virtue that moderates the attraction of pleasures and provides balance in the use of created goods. So everything other than God, right? That's creature. That's the created. That means people too. It ensures the will's mastery over instincts and keeps desires within the limits of what is honorable. Isn't that powerful? The Catechism is so succinct. It ensures the will's self-mastery over instincts and keeps desires within the limits of what is honorable. The temperate person directs the sensitive appetites towards what is good and maintains healthy discretion. In this world, where so much with human sexuality is just so confused, this word is so powerful.
Okay.
Do not follow. Yeah.
One thing that's interesting, Sheehan, you know, Cardinal Sheehan, he said in a relationship, men have this voracity for, you're saying, sexuality, and it's God created the woman as the throttle, the one to say, okay, now we're just going, and that's where you're talking about men type thing. There's no throttle there, so it's what more can we do, and it just becomes wild. Whereas women are the thing that control the men and say, okay, we need to slow it down right now.
I think that's really valid, and I think women have lost their social contract with each other. I was talking with a young couple last night for about 30 or 40 minutes after Father Scott was with us for the comedy club, and this woman told this boy, I'm not going to have sex with you before marriage, and he just manned up, you know, and he loved her and he married her, and they have 3 children within 3 years of the marriage, and they're Pentecostals. They're not Catholic. Are you guys Catholic? You live in Ohio? No. They're a Pentecostal church going all the way back to the 1900s during the Azusa Street revival and all of that. So I think women need to find that social contract with each other again. But Because it used to be, well, no one's going to do this with me. But now it's like, on the third date, if a woman doesn't have sex with the man, they call her a tease. And you know what I tell them when I was in Athens, Greece, we bumped into these two young guys there, and I said, you guys, they're in their 20s, mid-20s, you guys dating anybody? Well, he's not, but I am. How long have you been dating her? 3 years. I go, well, are you going to marry her? And he goes, well, I'm thinking about it. You know, and what happens is, men, nowadays when they take a girl out for more than a few dates, if she doesn't have sex with them, they call her a tease. The biggest teases in the world are men, you know, who take a girl out, tease like they're in love with her, tease like they're going to marry her, get engaged with her and tease like they're actually going to marry her, but never marry her. Men are the biggest high school teases in the world. I mean, 40, 50-year-old men are teases. So it's time for men to man up, right? And it's also really good if women say no. It really helps. I know Cindy was faithful like that. You know. So, before marriage, after marriage, in moderation. Okay, so no, but it is really important for the woman to take that, to take some of that, to redirect that somehow.